Hello everyone, Yin Yang Dragon here, and since we're about 3 days away to release on the Season 2 for Cold War Zombies, I'm very excited for it because we're trying to actually put more attention to zombies than they are with multiplayer, and the multiplayer people are not happy about it. I guess they know what it feels like to only get a little bit of content. But somehow we're still enjoying zombies still. So yeah, roughly for the Season 1, during day 1 with the zombie content, it was pretty lackluster. We have Jingle Hells, which is basically a restrictions version of Die Machine. So it's like basically almost in beta, basically. And there were limited time game modes alongside with Crank, so it was pretty disappointing. But now we have something even bigger, and hopefully it stays with us for a very long time, and that is the Outbreak. These are essentially going to be the Fireteam Dirty Bomb maps, but you're able to play with up to 4 players against zombies in large open scale maps. Probably one of the best things I ever heard. I thought this was not going to be a thing, but holy god, it's actually coming. But hopefully we can play this for solo as well, but I'll get to a few of the things I would worry about Season 2. But anyways, yeah, that's one of the biggest highlights is the Outbreak mode. But the second one, which I didn't expect, we're getting tier 4 and 5 skills upgrades. It's gonna be insane because we all thought for sure that a tier 3 skill is the highest we got. But no, it's not. We were wrong. Now I have no clue what the tier 4 or 5 skills could be for the additional perks and weapons classes itself. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have multiple ideas. So I would have a few examples. I'll do a sample of Stamina Up. This is not true, but this is just based on a few things that could be added to Stamina Up. So for tier 4, I would see you can able to hip fire while sprinting, or fire a weapon while sprinting. And then, for tier 5, I would say you have unlimited sprint. Now I know of course you'll probably say, but we already have unlimited sprint. But what I'm mostly talking specifically is the burst of your speed when you start sprinting. After for about 3 to 4 seconds, you are starting to slow down a bit. And if you start to press the sprint button again, you build up that speed back the same thing. So I figured for tier 5, you keep that burst of speed all the time. It would make sense for a tier 5 upgrade, but these are just examples. As for the other perks, I have no clue. Hopefully one of the buffs for release for tier 4 or 5 for Tombstone is that you keep your perks when you're down. And once you get revived, you keep all your perks, except for Tombstone, where you have to buy it again. Makes sense. Now, as for... we're also going to get 2 weapon classes of launchers and melee. It's actually insane, considering that they don't have attachments for those for the specials. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have some. I think they're gonna be like a 5 attachment slot, just like any of the secondaries. But I think for a few upgrades for the launchers, there will be a bigger blast radius, like a bigger explosive radius, and perhaps even increase more explosive damage. Those are usually my two best guess. As for the other ones, I'm not really so sure. Maybe have an increase extra deals even more damage to specials and elite zombies. That would be pretty much would be a nice bonus. Of course, we gotta get one new field upgrade, which I forget what it's called, but the description of it is you're essentially attracting all the zombies towards you. So it essentially is the opposite of Ether Shroud, at least the basic version, that is. And we have a new ammo mod, which I think it's called. What's it called? I don't know the name, but it's just you use explosives. Basically, you have a chance to have explosive rounds. So that's gonna be pretty interesting to have. Normally it would either be dead wire or cryo freeze to be I would use most entirely, and I would probably, well, with elemental pop I would actually focus using brain rot for onslaught, but we'll see how it goes. And of course with the new ammo mod, this will also apply to the elemental pops effects, so this will be quite interesting. So that's a lot of stuff to get for crystals, but in order to get the tier 4 and 5 skills to be upgraded, you are going to need at least two types of crystals: the refined crystal and the endless crystals. The refined crystals, I presume that you need to acquire this to at least to level up your tier 4 skills, while the endless crystals, you're going to need to acquire them to upgrade your skills at tier 5. And I can tell that there's so many stuff of our arsenal of many a lot of weapon classes, fuel upgrades, perks now, and ammo mods. There's gotta be a lot of crystal grinding to go towards too. And I'm kind of happy they also got rid of the whole stacking up the crystals, because it will be way too easy. I know a lot of people may not like it, but to me I do, because it gives you a reason to play even more. Plus it does help you to at least progress through your battle pass. Now we are also expecting to have vehicles in Outbreak, so I'm not really sure you can able to customize the other vehicles you have, or able to have different soundtracks. But let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure we're gonna have, you know, these vehicles. I mean, like boat vehicles or air vehicles. Like, I don't think we're gonna have something like this, or maybe something like this. But hopefully, or even listen to these soundtracks that we have. And of course, we're also gonna have another challenges. Our season 2 challenges. So this is season 1 right here. I bet season 2 will be either right here or here. I'm gonna say 2 here, just in case. But yeah, we're gonna get more challenges here. So it will be pretty interesting to see. To have more of the challenges. So I presume the challenges gotta be at least maybe half of each. Like half of the 10 challenges would be the Fire Base C, while the other 10 challenges would be for Outbreak. It would be very interesting to see, and of course we're gonna have ourselves a animated Season 2 Zombie Master calling card as well. In terms of the Prestige shop, of course we're definitely gonna expect more Prestige icons to be released, especially that you have Prestige 10, and you probably rock some of the badass Prestiges icons, like from COD 4, War.War, Monfer 2. It would be pretty good, and plus even some that has Prestige Master. So there's that. So I'm pretty sure that's gonna be pretty interesting. So I definitely would rock either the Prestige Master for maybe BO3 or BO4. Well, who knows? So we're also gonna get at least the Death Machine special weapon. So that will be very fun to have. A new Onslaught map, which is Apocalypse. And of course we're gonna get more intel for Season 2. And I presume there's gonna be a couple more intel in Firebase C and also in Outbreak. So I'm pretty sure there's a lot to go around. And that's mainly about it. But there's two things I am definitely worried about for Season 2 for Zombies. There are two things. At least one for Outbreak. Or at least two, actually. One, can you play this solo? Well, I presume that as we're able to play as other zombie games solo, I don't think there's ever a game mode that you have to I don't think there's ever a game mode that you can't play solo. And the only game mode I could think of was Grief back in Black Ops 2, where you need to at least have another person to play with to go up against. But considering in terms of playing for, fighting just zombies only of a PvE game, I'm pretty sure you can. It should, because considering how pubs can be very cancerous, with a lot of them just leave the game or go AFK just to load up their battle pass. It's really not that fun to play with, and does draw people away just to stick to playing solo. So I definitely think they're gonna still add solo option. After all, if you can play Outbreak with 4 players, you should be able to play it at least solo as well. The second problem I may see, or people may have, is it going to be a limited time game mode, just like Jingle Hells and Cranked? Now, my answer, I pretty much have a straight answer, and I'm going to say, I don't think so. And the reason I'm saying this is, in order to get the 2 different types of crystals, the refined crystals, which they say you need to get by going higher rounds in zombies. As for the endless crystals, well, they tell you, or what they told us was, you had to get it in Outbreak, the newest game, or the newest mode, and perhaps you need to do it during the Dark Ether, like complete objectives in the Dark Ether side. So if they would have made this a limited time mode where you can't play it anymore and you don't have all the skills upgraded, it defeats the purpose to even introduce tier 5 skills. So that is my explanation that no, I don't think they're ever going to make it unlimited time mode. It definitely has to be a permanent game mode this time. We already had Jingle Hells and Crank, and they're not permanent modes, which is a damn shame. well, for Crank. But as for Jingo Hells, it's more better off on Onslaught than the actual classic zombie. But for this time, Treyarch, make Outbreak permanent. You will enjoy, a lot of people will enjoy it, and it will be a lot more, draw a lot more players in, and it does offer more replay values, especially that we can upgrade a lot more now than what we had at launch. So thank you for watching, everyone. Until next time, farewell, and have a wonderful day, everyone.